Great vision in football is about seeing things that other players don't generally see.
See in his peripheral, see where players are moving in order to be one step ahead.
The ability to see what's going to happen next before it happens.
A great passer will play the pass that you couldn't even see.
Dealing in such small margins of being able to see it and then execute it, because in football, it's a game of chaos.
It's set up for Alexander-Arnold. Oh, wonderful. Quick thinking, smart shooting.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, Salah's there and scores beautifully. Wonderful Trent Alexander-Arnold ball.
Trent's been vital in terms of the success of this Liverpool team. His ability, his desire, his relentlessness.
His range of passing, his vision with the diagonals, with the through balls, with his free kicks, with all his dead ball delivery.
His desire to win.
He wants to be the best, not only in his position, but beyond that. He wants to be really elite in everything he does.
He's always willing to learn, and you know, he'll only get better, and that's the frightening thing.
You have to slam it. Yeah. When I think about it, playing football to me is everything. To be able to do it as a job and do it every single day is an unbelievable opportunity, and I'm so fortunate to be in this position.
Trent's ambition was evident really, really early on, and it comes from his upbringing. He's been brought up in a tough part of Liverpool. He's been brought up by hard-working parents with good working-class values. You work hard at whatever you do, you give it 100%, and he's worked ever so hard to get where he is.
You know, he grew up just down the road from Melwood. He wears the responsibility of the club, of the city, of his people. And so to carry all that as a kid and transform himself as a footballer is just remarkable.
After the Champions League win in Madrid, we had a few different ideas of what we could do to mark what they'd done and celebrate it. And one thing that kept coming back to us was Trent's interview after the game.
For me, I'm just a normal lad from Liverpool whose dreams just come true.
Absolutely right.
We started sending over pictures of what we thought it should be, and it was all him celebrating goals or celebrating with the medal after the Champions League, and Trent was really keen for it to be much more low-key.
I didn't want my face on it, to be fair, because I don't pull nice facials on the pitch, so it would have been a lovely picture. The 66 having a high squad number meaning that you come through the academy and you build your way up from the bottom, really, and that's kind of a representation of that.
He always remembered where he came from and, you know, where he was from and the people who were around him, really, and he's kept those people close to him, and I think that's important.
Any player that reaches really good levels has to have support around them, so we've all invested a lot into it in terms of time and passion and effort and advice and everything we can do to support him so we can realise his dreams, but our dreams as well. It is my dream for him to do well.
In Kiev, when Liverpool lost the Champions League final, he said on the pitch, his only thought were, my family came all this way, and now I'm looking at them in the stands, and they're so desolate. I never want them to feel like that again.
The drive behind everything, the drive behind the mentality is fueled by family. My brothers didn't get the football opportunity that I got and the dedication from like mum and dad that I got. Everything was just about me. I'm just grateful that I've been able to reach the level that I've been able to reach and repay them somewhat.
To be where he is now, you know, that's not luck, that's just pure hard work, graft. That comes from his mum, his dad and his brothers, and realising that, hang on, I want to do better.
Every day I'm living the dream. Everything that I have imagined, I'm very, very fortunate to be in the position that I am, because Literally everything I do every day is what I dreamed it would be, just harder. I mean, from as far back as I can remember, it was always, he's got the potential to be a club legend, he's got the potential to be club captain, he's got the potential to be England captain. It doesn't weigh me down, but it's almost as if it's not Alexander-Arnold on the back, it's potential. I suppose potential is just another word for expectation, in my opinion. Good is never enough, great is never really enough. You've got to keep striving for more. If you don't achieve the potential, then it's a massive waste, and that's what wakes me up in the morning, gets me out of bed.
He's very aware of how short a footballer's career is, and he's very conscious of making the most of that. So, you know, he sees every year as an opportunity to win a trophy or more, and every year he doesn't do that, he sees it as an opportunity missed.
If you have a list of things that you want to achieve in your career, then 17 years, it feels like a long time, but it's actually not.
Your talent will only take you to a certain level. There's a ceiling to your talent that will only take you so far, and then to better that, it has to be hard work. But it's hard to find new things to improve, if that makes sense. Because I've been doing this for, what, 15, 16 years now, that you would think that I've worked on everything.
I'm an ophthalmologist, and what I've specialized in is sports vision, the vision necessary for athletes to perform at their best.
There's something I've never worked on, so that means that there's so much room for improvements and space for improvements. It was a no-brainer for me.
Over the years, I've worked with a whole range of athletes. I've worked with thousands of professional baseball players. Hitting a baseball has been considered one of the most, or the most difficult task in all of sports. One of the players I've worked with was a player whose name was Manny Ramirez, who played for the Boston Red Sox. This was in 2004. The Red Sox won the World Series for the first time in 80, 90 years. Manny Ramirez was voted the most valuable player for the World Series that year. I was given a championship ring that year. I now have 6 of them.
I don't think anyone's ever thought of sports vision in terms of football and applying it to football and improving it and seeing results. So to be given the opportunity through Red Bull and obviously Dr Laby is an unbelievable experience for me.
It's about trying to find the little 1% or 2% that can take you to the next level. And, you know, if you asked probably 10,000 Liverpool fans what's the best thing about Trent, most people would say his vision, but he's trying to find that little percentage more to make it even better, and that's what sums him up.
From day one, you're taught technique and technical stuff and things like that, but really, the foundation is your vision and what you can and can't see.
To convince somebody that vision is a critical component to performance, I'd ask the athlete the question, how many sports do you know that people play with their eyes closed?
I think best case scenario is that it improves my vision in ways that'll help me see things and maybe react quicker and be able to see things that others can't. So for me, it's about wanting to improve and pick up them little 1%, 2%ers that will make me a better player, make me better than others.
So the first step in understanding what to do with Trent is to understand how to evaluate him, because you really can't create a training program until you understand where there might be issues. To train something that he's already excellent in, better than most footballers, didn't seem to be a proper use of his limited time. And so we want to work in areas where we can see either a deficiency we have to improve or something that we could directly improve on the pitch.